What's up everybody? Welcome back to Mechanics. My name's Andy, and in this video, we're gonna be improving this space. You know, whenever you have an office or a studio where you want to be creative or productive and just get things done, that space has to work for you. It has to be functional, it has to be organized, and you have to feel good about working within it. You have to be inspired by the space. That's why this space is no longer doing those three things for me. Now I know what you're saying, Andy, you're crazy. I have been following you for 18 months ever since you first moved in there, and you've continuously made improvements to the room. And you'd be right, we have made some big improvements, and it's not bad, but we have a lot more Lego in here than we did when we first started here 18 months ago, and that monstrosity needs to be organized. I also feel like I could be getting more out of this space. It could be more functional. I feel like I want to improve and take my videos to the next level, and to do so, I just feel like we could make a few changes to the quality of the videos that we make and the quality of the space as far as how it's functional or serves me while I'm working within it. So I've got a bunch of packages coming in over the course of the next few days that are going to improve the functionality of the room, that are going to help us get organized, and we're going to make a few aesthetic changes. So let's get into it. All right, so a few areas of focus. One is obviously right here. We have to do something about this. I mean, it is growing to the ceiling. So we have to break this down, and I'm thinking about another shelf right here where I can put these trays into that shelf and then better organize everything in here. Over here, I'm thinking that we need a second monitor. So I'm gonna need a monitor stand and attach the monitor to there. That's gonna improve the functionality of the space, not only for YouTube, but for my day job as well. This chair has to go. It creaks in the videos, it's not very comfortable. It served its job, it's from IKEA, it's pretty cheap, but we have to do something better here. I've also got a new poster for that spot right there, so I'm really excited for that to come in. But first things first, let's go ahead and get that second monitor set up. All right, so this is a big deal, and quite frankly, it should have been done long ago. But this is gonna open up a lot of opportunity. It's gonna make me better at my day job when I'm working from home, 100%. And it's also going to open up some doors for mechanics as well. It's gonna make editing videos a lot easier, and we may do some streams. I'm not promising anything, but we might be able to do some streams coming up. So the next upgrade, it's not something you're going to see, but it's something you're going to hear. So this is the Rode Video Mic NTG, and I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of technical details because it's not that kind of channel, but this is an upgrade to the Rode Video Mic Go that I've been using for the past 5 to 6 years. There's just some really cool things that this is going to enable me to do, and it has some pretty cool bells and whistles as well. Like, I'm able to adjust the pre-gain on it. It has some high pass filters on it, but what I really appreciate about this is the improved audio quality quality, which I hope you'll hear in the videos going forward. And it's kind of a dual purpose mic. It serves as an on-camera mic, meaning it sits on top of the camera, and it also serves as a USB direct into the laptop microphone. So I'm able to use this for streaming or doing voiceovers or any type of, meetings through Zoom or Microsoft Teams. I do have this beast for a USB mic, but it's just so heavy and cumbersome. I think I'm just going to like the flexibility and ease of use that this is going to have. Plus, I'm able to connect it to this here, which is a boom arm, and that's going to enable me to place this microphone closer to me when I'm further away from the camera, like in a situation like this, where I could have this kind of sitting right off camera right here, and I could have better audio direct into the camera. So that's what all this is for. All right, so now that we have improved audio, which I'm not using it yet because I haven't learned how to use it yet. We'll get it all connected here shortly. But now that we have improved audio, next is to get rid of this chair. My gosh, it's just time to go. It's time to go.
Hey, you, what's going on here? You make me feel this is the time to follow your dream.
This right here is the DeWalt adjustable shop stool, and it's a bit of a risk. I mean, it's a practical purchase, right? It's all about functionality in the room. This chair, like I mentioned before, it's got to go. It's just uncomfortable. It's made out of wood. It's just a cheap IKEA chair. It creaks in the videos and it hits my desk and puts nicks in it. So it's just time to go. Now, this DeWalt adjustable shop stool, it might not be the most aesthetically pleasing stool. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it'll work in here, but I view this space as a workspace, as a shop, as a studio for building Lego. So I wanted a comfortable chair that was gonna swivel, that was adjustable as far as the seat height, anywhere from 20, 26 inches, because I sit at about 24 inches, and I didn't want, a backrest that was gonna be banging into the tables, and I wanted something that was gonna be sturdy and that was gonna last. So that's what this DeWalt adjustable shop stool is. So let's put it together and see what it looks like.
Hey, you, what's going on here? You make me feel this is the time to follow your dream. Make your way up to the top. Take a breath and make it out of here. We ain't never gonna turn around, never look into the ground. Now it's time to change, to make it real. Make my way up to the top. Take a breath and make it out of here.
All right, so there it is. There's the new shop stool. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of liking the vibe that the stool brings to the studio here. I wasn't 100% sure about the color scheme, right? Because it's yellow. And I just wasn't sure if it was gonna fit in, and maybe it doesn't, but I still like it. I looked and looked and looked. I've been eyeing this stool for what must be 4 months now, and I never pulled the trigger on it because it's a little bit expensive, for a stool, and compared to some other stools, I just didn't see any brands that I trusted in a color scheme that I liked, except for Viper chairs. If you're familiar with Viper chairs, that might have been nice, but I'm not paying that much for a chair. But overall, yeah, I'm really liking the vibe. I mean, this is awesome. It's comfortable. It's sturdy. It doesn't creak. It's made out of all metal. I did take the wheels off just because they were raising the height up a little bit too high, and it wasn't the height that I wanted, and plus they weren't necessarily rolling that great on the carpet anyway, so I just put the flats on there and it works out perfectly. So yeah, I'm really happy with the vibe, I'm really happy with the functionality, and that's looking great. Something else I kind of was doing was just cleaning and organizing this area. So just straightening up the shelves, getting rid of things that I'm not using anymore, dusting off a bunch of the equipment, organizing all of my cords and connectors and different tools and things like that. So this is looking a lot cleaner. So yeah, definitely happy about that. And that leaves us with this monstrosity right there, which is a mountain of Lego just overgrowing that shelf. That looks terrible, so we absolutely have to fix that. So tomorrow I have the shelf coming right here. We'll move some of that Lego over here, and that's gonna look a lot better. Yeah, so it's coming along. It's coming along. All right, guys, exciting stuff. We got the rest of the packages in earlier today. It's much later in the evening right now. Gross. That's right, I'm a bit of a night owl when it comes to working within the Lego studio, but we have the new shelf that has come in, so I can't wait to get my Lego organized using the shelf. We've got more mag reel tackle boxes, so that's gonna help in that effort. We've got an extension cord. This is a surprise. This is the poster. I was not expecting this to make it into the video, but they surprised me, shipped it earlier, so it's here. Obviously, whoever was transporting this did not realize a poster came in here, so we'll see if there's any damage to that. But we have the poster out and ready, or the frame out and ready, and yeah, let's go ahead, get this all built up and see what it looks like. And here is the big reveal. There is the result of all of our effort. I gotta say, it's looking pretty good. I can appreciate, the practicality of this setup and the function of it. I definitely prioritized function over aesthetic, although I think it looks pretty good. This is our shelf right here, which is a $30 shelf from Amazon. It's definitely worth $30 and not a penny more, but it's gonna do the trick. I really like having my pieces right there, because typically I would be building from here and I can just access it. Even if I'm building from this desk here, these pieces are used often, so very accessible having those right there. And then I did take some of these bigger bins from here, stack them on there and move them over there. The reason why I did that is because I wanted this lamp to kind of be recessed in this spot a little bit, because it has to have kind of a side angle onto the table. So that's just a little bit better for lighting. And yeah, we were able to kind of knock this down a little bit, so all these pieces are more accessible than they were before, which is great. We have the dual monitor set up for editing and working and all that fun stuff. We went ahead and organized this a bit better, so that's looking pretty good. The disappointing part is the poster did arrive damaged, so that's disappointing that we're not going to have the poster for right there in this video, but we'll get it into a next video. I've been using this stool for a couple days, and man, I really like it. Check this out. It fits underneath the desk when it's not being used, so you can just walk through here, which is great. Just a lot of ability to walk around the build table, which is a necessity. Do you hear it? No, you don't hear it, right? The stool is not creaking. You have no idea how amazing that is. How many times I've had to re-record a video because the stool was creaking away in the video that I was trying to make. Man, oh man, that's gonna be amazing. I'm definitely digging this stool, as well as the other upgrades that we made in this video, especially getting the Lego organized and kind of sorted and spread out and a little bit more accessible. I think that's going to be a huge difference maker for me when building. And do you know what's next? Do you know what's next? building. That's what's next. I'm gonna continue building this indoor MOC. I'm really excited to actually just kind of kick it up a notch and try and finish it sooner rather than later. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you're interested in seeing, you know, how this build progresses, how future content progresses, and, you know, just joining in as far as building Lego and just, I don't know, man, just enjoying this hobby, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. It's gonna help other people find the channel and find this video. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Shh. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? No, you don't. You know why?